Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Trash Talk Tailgate. As you can see, I am not Ron, and I promise the dog barking in the background is also not Ron, because unfortunately, Ron is not here with us tonight, which is why I'm hosting the show. But we do still have the Fam Adventures being represented by Daniel, and we have PK Adventure Travels. Ryan and Mel are both here. So without further ado, let's bring our co-hosts up here.
Whoop, whoop.
Good evening, everybody. How are y'all?
Doing well. Well, I can tell you, at least on a high note, the link for my future dated thumbnail did not work because it has not started on my channel.
Oh no.
So I don't know
that's
what
not good.
happened. I thought we followed all the rules, but it never started. So who knows?
We'll have to figure that out, because I entered it just as you
Yeah.
told me to as well. So
It's what it told us to do, but it definitely did not start.
well, hopefully everybody can make their way over here. I know they're used to going over to the Fam, which is here, just in much better form tonight.
Just 1/3 of the Fam.
You're all still there. We're all still good. We are still good. Yeah, I'm hopping over to see if I have to do anything manually on my end to start it up. But
yeah, our dog was hearing your dog,
so he started barking.
She started barking.
We I think just literally as I was getting started, had somebody come to our door, and it's like, really, like of all the time, all day long, 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
okay.
They probably just want to sell you something.
Sure, yeah, it's probably a neighbor. Who knows? Luckily, Jess is handling it since she knows I'm doing this, but she's got to join us a couple times tonight too if she's not going to sit in here the whole time, because. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit, but I bit off more than I could chew last week. Speaking of, let's roll right into this first quarter here. We are still going by the 4-quarter format. I'm going to do my best to follow along like Ron would here. I talked a lot of trash about the games going on last weekend.
You sure did.
And these games turned out to be pretty good.
They did.
Yeah, there were a lot of good. Like, you could find one good game on just about every section of the day that you wanted to watch it. I mean, you guys, I'm pretty sure it was y'all, Ryan and Mel, that called the SMU Baylor shootout and close game before that ever happened. And
yeah, looking at it, I thought, just looking at the stats and the numbers and predictions, I was like, man, that's going to be a close one.
Boy, and what, double overtime?
Yeah. And SMU, they could have locked it up if they didn't miss that field goal.
There's a lot of missed field goals this week.
Yeah.
In the NFL too. That's
I know.
Very, very, very hot topic of kickers not coming through. But I mean, then you got like the kid from Hawaii that we talked about, this past week, and what a great story that is. So kickers.
You want to know who didn't miss their game-winning field goal this last week? USF.
No,
that was a huge upset.
Wow, tell me about it.
First, that was a chip in by the time he had it, but. I told you guys, USF and Florida was going to be a good game, and USF is very much legit right now. Yeah. Like the Bulls, I don't know who Jess is going to pick in that USF Miami game, which I think is one of that's one of our big games of the week, as it should be. I'm curious to see what she'll say. I know what way I would go in that right now, but again, I'm going to let her have the pick. But man, yeah, that was good. Mississippi State and Arizona State was fantastic. I didn't think I don't know if Denise is in here. I didn't think Mississippi State would step up, but man, what a way they walked that game off. Did y'all see that final play?
I missed that one, unfortunately.
I missed the entire game.
Hey, Ryan, you just went live.
I did. I found out what I had to do. So
Okay.
for the record, I have to reopen the future dated live in mine and actually click go live once you actually go live.
Okay.
So it didn't do it automatically.
So something you
That's
had
good
to
to
do in
know. So,
YouTube.
yeah. So basically, what I had to do is I had to create a future. Sorry, everyone. I know this is college football, but we're talking this through as well. So for those who need to know how to do it, well, guess what? You're getting a little schooling. So yes, what I had to do is I had to set up a future dated live using the YouTube software, like where you would normally say upload a video, click go live, and then say I want to do a future dated live with streaming software. So then I could create my own thumbnail and get it on my channel. Then I copied and paste and gave you the stream key and the URL that this created.
Uh-huh.
But I thought it would go live automatically when you started it. But it looks like I physically had to go in there because when I pulled it up, I see us talking and I see a preview of us talking, but I had to press go live to actually send it to my channel manually.
Well, at least we know what to do for next time.
Yes. So we know how to do it now. We just all have to, each individually have to click the button. So
Okay. So before that squirrel moment,
sorry about that.
No, it's perfectly fine. I'm the one that detoured us. I was talking about the Mississippi State walk-off play there because it wasn't a kick.
Yes.
And it wasn't a Hail Mary, but it was a deep touchdown that Arizona State, if they prevent defense did not work for them, that it should not have happened, but they wasted that away. Before we get to a couple other games from last week to talk about, let's see who all is here in the chat. So first was Ryan himself, and I'll never understand why they put the gaping fish on EV Max here. But whenever you put too many O's, you get the gaping fish mouth. But let's go.
Go.
But it's fitting with you and your fish tank. So
That's true.
Mr. Paul is here. Welcome in, Mr. Paul.
Paul!
Hello.
And then Miss Jan is in here.
Jan!
And Jan has already started, Brian and Mel. She's already started.
They
Is that
are
one of
not
our
playing
big games
around,
this
though.
week?
The Bulls
it
is
is.
not playing around.
So we know who Jan is rooting for this weekend. And then Scott's here.
Scott's everywhere.
So Scott, at some point, will be bullying me. We know this is going to happen. So
Yeah,
Scott will say something
Now-
nasty in the chat.
One thing I do have to say, I know. Wait, did we greet everyone? Or we
That
said
was everybody. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So one thing I did want to say, because I didn't see the game, but I did look it up, and from what I saw, this was Mississippi State's first home win over a ranked opponent since like '91.
That's insane.
It was like, when was that? 91 was the first time they won at home against a ranked opponent.
And think of how often Mississippi State has been ranked themselves
Right.
literally over the last 20 some odd years. That is an insane statistic to not have home field advantage at all. I
Right.
mean, wow.
I was sitting there when I saw that. I was like, okay, I don't know a lot, but damn, that's a long time to not have a win against a ranked team.
I mean,
Those cowbells finally set in.
zero
Right.
people on that Mississippi State team were alive when that happened. No, that's crazy. None of them were alive.
Nope.
Some of the coaches might not have been alive in '91. though. That's oh well, Ryan. Let's give you your moment to shine here and talk up your alma mater.
Oh yes, man. Oh man, was I happy.
After the rain delay.
Yeah. After the rain delay, so I only was able to catch about half of it because it wasn't on ESPN or whatever. And when the next game started, they cut them off. But man, you want to talk about good game stats and just good, running game, really, for the most part. JSU was just a beast. I think one of the things that really helped him as well was being able to sustain drives. They had like 57% third down conversion rates in that game. So, I mean, that's super good. And if you look at their QB didn't have a good air game, but it could have been by design against their opponent. But they rushed for 343 yards. Of that, 195 and two Ds was from their running back Cam alone. I mean, he over half of their points and rushing yards was from one guy on the field.
I mean, that's an incredible game right there.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I
mean,
know that they were the underdogs. They were like, they could do it, but I don't know. And I'm like, no, they're going to do it. It's home field advantage. They're going to have the marching Southerners there because I'm sorry, but I know people focus on the game, but sometimes the ambiance and having the marching band and all of the student body there adds that extra bit of noise and energy that the home team needs to be able to really pull it off. And I'm going to have to give some of that credit to my Southerners. I mean, you got 550 piece band that's one of the loudest in the country that's 20 feet from the opponent's bench blaring and blasting music whenever they can. That's going to cause disruption on trying to give plays and stuff like that and be a distraction. So
without a doubt. And I know that you had them for the upset. I picked them for the upset. Daniel, did Ron pick? Do you have that?
I picked the 2 minute. I don't remember what I picked. I think I picked Liberty actually.
Okay, so two of the three of us had that one. Unfortunately, I can't say as good of things about my alma mater, but we knew this going into the weekend that they weren't going to hang with Indiana as well as they hung with Wake. Because I mean, just look at those two programs. It wasn't as big of a slaughter as I thought it would be, but KSU just couldn't hang. I mean, that's a tough test in having to go to Indiana and play them on the road as good as they were last year and as good as they're going to still be this year. That was rough.
yeah, yeah. So
Daniel, what did you
Oh,
see out of Alabama this weekend?
it was a UL Monroe. So I expected them to at least put up at least 60. But looking from like just the way the team played, they didn't necessarily handle it like it was another game. They played it like a revenge game against FSU, and you could see that with Ty, with the running backs, with the defense too.
Now there,
And then UL Monroe's got a unit at their punter because there's our guy was running down the sideline, clear as day, almost had the touchdown, and then the punter comes out of nowhere and levels him. It was pretty cool watching it.
I will say I saw a lot of that this weekend in the college games I watched and the NFL games I watched. Of even though kickers weren't making field goals, freaking kickers and punters were making tackles left and right this weekend. Like normally you'll see them and they'll just kind of flail out there, but I saw a lot of punters and kickers, the last resort guys out there making good solid tackles and saving what could be huge gains. Which is it's nice to see. I mean, because they are athletes, so it's good to see those guys be able to do that. There's one big game that we haven't talked about yet, guys, and that was probably the biggest game of the weekend. Did y'all get to watch that game?
No, we had a lot going on, and yes, I did not get to see the USF versus Miami. I'm assuming that's the one we're talking about.
I'm talking about
Oh wait, you
Michigan,
mean?
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry. So I think we did see that one, didn't we?
I don't know. We watched a lot of
We
football.
watched a lot. I'm trying to remember, honestly, guys.
I'm mixing up football games now.
That when Oklahoma and Michigan were playing, that's when Bama was on. So I was just looking at the ESPN app and I was like, this is a really slow and miserable game. Just
Oh no, that's the one we couldn't watch. There was something going on that we couldn't watch it or something.
I can't remember.
But I
And that
know we were following it because that was the one we had to do rock paper scissors on,
yep. And that one
and
was
I heard about it too.
not as competitive as the final score made it appear to be, too. Like
Yeah.
I told you guys I went back and forth on that one all week, and then what finally sold me was
There it
I,
is.
I looked at it the same way I looked at the Texas Ohio State game, and that's exactly what happened again. You had a young quarterback come
Mhm.
in to unfriendly confines, first major road game, and they shut him down.
Yep.
And before we jump into our 2-minute drill,
There we
I
go.
want to
Oh,
tell
yeah.
y'all what I am worried about the most as
Okay.
as a bystander, and y'all might disagree or you might agree. But as much as we bagged on Bama last week, and deservedly so, that Georgia offense is pitiful.
Yeah. Yeah,
they
they're struggling. They're struggling.
Like Gunner Stockton can't air it out past 10 yards, and when you're struggling to put points on the board against Austin P at home,
Yeah.
they were also in a weather delay, so that may have messed up the
Yeah.
tempo and whatnot. But
A
you
little
still can't
bit,
have your
but
quarterback not making 10-yard completions.
yeah. And not throwing for any TDs. I mean, I guess on the plus side, he didn't throw any interceptions either.
yeah.
but he didn't throw a lot. He didn't throw a lot.
Now we've had a couple other people come in here, so let's see here. Miss Najuma Brown came
Najuma!
in. Welcome in, Najuma. And then, here we go. Uncle Dave is here.
Uncle Dave!
Uncle Dave is in the house. Uncle
We got
Dave,
to give a shout out to
maybe
Eric B as well.
Did you lose your mind?
I One thing I just noticed, sorry to be a squirrel moment again, doesn't
is your
look like
chat not
comments
coming
on
in?
my channel, doesn't look like it's coming into your main chat.
Now that is interesting because when I do the Nerd Herd on Sundays, everybody's chat comes in here.
I wonder
So
if it's because I set up my own thumbnail.
You messed it up,
it's
Eggs.
possible, but yes, make sure you
Right.
shout out your people for sure.
So, but
Since
I have
we
just Eric B is the only that's popped in and posted in mine right now.
Well, welcome in, Eric. Well, we are about 5 minutes into the second quarter, which pretty much means we're on Ron time. So we're doing good. So, Daniel, do you want to run us down of the results from last week for how we finished?
So we all did pretty good in our week 2 2-minute drill. We all went 6-4. But next
That's
week,
amazing that we all tied in
That
6
really?
and 4.
Because it's all different losses and stuff too.
Yeah.
Right.
but next week
Like the other
there is
team.
going to be another variable being added into the 2-minute drill.
Hold on, this week or
Ooh.
next week?
Next week,
Next week. Okay, so
week 4.
the return of Ron.
Yes. So we ready to get into this 2-minute drill?
We are, but there's something that I have to do first, and
Oh dear.
and now I've got to explain it for those that are either watching the replay or watching now, and they weren't here last week. And if I was a smart man, I would have queued up the video that Ryan sent me to play right now.
So you want to stall
of
for a minute?
myself. But I'm not a smart man and didn't think about that till we were on the air. So I will just say it right now. I was so confident in my big game picks last week that I said if I did not go 4-0 in my big game picks, that I would let Jess make all of my picks for this week.
That's right.
And I lost the first game of the day, which was SMU. We all lost that game because we
We
all
all
picked
did.
SMU.
We all were like SMU all the way, so we all got taken to school with that one.
So I went 3-1 on the weekend, and I think did Ryan? No, the fam also went 3-1,
Yeah, I would have gone 3-1.
I know.
but you
I-
lost rock paper scissors.
I
I
lost
saved
rock,
the
paper,
fam by
scissors.
winning rock, paper, scissors.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Eric B made it over here so we can show him up
Here we
on
go.
the chat.
Yes, and I've got Angie, whatever floats your boat, that came into mine. Oh, she just popped over to yours too.
Angie's here too.
Yep. Sorry, yeah, we're having a weird thing because we tried a new way to see if I could future date a thumbnail, and it doesn't look like it looks like when I go that way, it doesn't bring the chats together for whatever reason.
I'm trying to bring up Uncle Dave's chat here. Y'all have probably seen it, but it kind of what we've said, but he's absolutely 100% riding the coattails of his family, but he's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
Give the kid time. Is he gonna be anywhere as good as those guys? Who knows? They're all Hall of Famers and multiple Super Bowl winners. It's hard to compare, but he's going to be a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got 3 more years, maybe 4.
There you go. Uncle Dave is giving you some props.
You're
Jess,
very welcome.
for his.
I thought he was talking about my shirt.
No, he's talking about his turd herd shirt that he got. All right. So now that Jess is here,
Okay.
Daniel, we are ready for the 2-minute drill.
So I'm running down the games in my own mind. So the first game he has slated is Auburn and South Alabama. Mr. Ryan.
Auburn.
I guess Auburn. Mel picked that one right away.
Miss Jess.
Auburn.
I'm going to go Auburn too.
I see Zach's face. He's like, yeah.
I don't know what she's going to do. Like I don't know
what I'm going to do.
I don't know if she's literally going to pick by what she thinks or if she's going to pick just to mess with me. But I haven't talked to her a bit about my feelings on any of these games, just so she can give her own thoughts.
He sent me some games the other day, and I said, I'm not looking at that.
I did. I sent her the big games ahead of time so that she could think about them if she wanted to.
No, that's no fun.
I was gonna say I think about the big games, but the 2-minute drill, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna pick a name that I recognize.
Yeah.
Pick the one with the better mascot.
Yep.
They've got the better colors.
What are your colors?
Yay, team.
Yay, team. Go team.
The
Go
next
team.
game is Troy and Memphis. Miss Jess.
Troy.
All right. Mr. Ryan. Troy or Memphis?
Oh,
Trojan
man.
or Memphis?
Well, as a Southerner, we would say whoop Troy. So I think I'll go Memphis just because I don't like Troy.
Oh, this one's going to be tough, but I'm going to go with Memphis on this one.
All right. So
You're all by yourself.
all by myself on the Trojan side.
And then the next one is Texas Tech and Oregon State. Miss Jess.
Is that Oregon or Oregon State? I just said.
Oregon State.
Yeah.
The
is
Beavers.
that the Ducks or no?
No,
No.
that's the Beavers.
Okay, Oregon
Beavers.
State. Who?
Who was it? Oregon State and Texas Tech.
It was.
Texas Tech.
What's their mascot?
They're the Red Raiders.
Raiders versus the Beavers.
Beavers.
Let's go Beavers.
Oh, Raiders. No, I'm going to keep it there.
Okay.
We're going Beavers. Is that what we're going? That's what that was Ohio State.
I need to see the signs at Texas Tech for this game.
Right? Our Raiders are getting it. Never mind.
Yep. Go easy on the beef.
I'm going Texas Tech this week.
That's okay. Our Beavers are going to take care of your Raiders all day long.
And then some.
We're so bad.
Yep.
I'm glad this is a night show.
Jeez, I don't see how he puts up with this every week. The next game is Purdue and USC.
USC.
Mr. Ryan and Miss Mel.
Mascots again.
USC. Let's just do
Okay, I'll
USC.
look at
Okay. Right. USC would be the Trojans, and Purdue are the Boilermakers.
Trojans.
Trojans.
I went USC as well. Zach, you're gonna like this one. Kennesaw State versus Merrimack.
Who the hell is
Yeah.
KSU? Because I know who they are.
I have no idea.
Did they win last time? Kennesaw?
No, Kennesaw got their ass handed to them last time, if I
Okay,
remember
then let's
correctly.
get the other game.
Yeah. What was the other ones?
Kennesaw State and Merrimack.
Merrimack.
Merrimack. Of course, watch Kennesaw State come out of the woodwork, and they're just going to beat them.
That'd be fantastic.
The next one's gonna go to Mr. Zach and Miss.
Who are you taking, sir?
Oh, sorry, I'm taking Kennesaw State.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
We
totally
need that
blanked.
verbal confirmation on record.
So we got that. The next game is Jack State versus Georgia Southern. Mr. Ryan and Miss Mel.
Oh, man.
Jack State.
I'm.
Hey, where you going? Come here.
You know what? I'm going to go with JSU again. It's going to be a very, very tough matchup, I think, that game, but I'm still going to call for JSU, especially since their run game seems to be very, very strong, and that could wear down the defense a bit.
Mr. Zach and Miss Jess.
Jacksonville State.
I think Jacksonville State's going to have the clean sweep on them because I am taking JSU as well.
Which means Georgia Southern's going to win. But
And then everybody
so
completely
far,
wrong.
you're doing good. So I'm not going to lie. So far, you're doing good.
The next game is Ole Miss and Arkansas. Go with Ryan and Miss Mel.
I'm going to say Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but girl, I can't hold you the whole time.
Mr. Zach and Miss Jess.
We're gonna say Arkansas, just to not say what they said.
He's like, it's not what I want to
He's
pick.
regretting that.
I heard you
I'm
talking
taking
about
Ole
it earlier.
Miss. Hawaii and Portland State is the next game.
How do you know Hawaii?
Miss Zach,
Miss
I
Zach.
cannot speak today. I cannot speak today.
Hawaii.
It's a speaking issue.
I just want to say Hawaii just because it's
It's
Hawaii.
Hawaii, yeah.
Exactly. That's why I chose
What's
it.
your mascot, Hawaii?
They are
I'm taking Hawaii as well.
Rainbow Warriors, I think.
Oh, that sounds cool. We'll
I
do
really
that.
think they are. I know they're the Warriors. I think they're the Rainbow Warriors.
Okay.
Pineapple Warriors.
Pineapple Warriors.
The next slated game is North Carolina and
Who you picking?
Oh, Hawaii. My bad.
I picked
I thought I
Hawaii
said
as
that.
well.
Hawaii across the board.
Mm-hmm. So the next game is North Carolina and Richmond. Is that right?
Yes.
North Carolina versus Richmond. Mr. Ryan and Miss Mel.
North Carolina.
This would be the Tar Heels versus the Spiders.
North Carolina.
Not spider.
I think Bill's got this one in the
Squish that
bag.
spider.
Squish that spider.
Squish that spider. Who has a spider mascot?
Apparently Richmond.
Seriously?
Oh, this next game is going to get a little personal. I went North Carolina on this one, by the way. South Carolina versus Vanderbilt. We'll go with Miss Mel.
We doing Vanderbilt or we doing South Carolina? Come on, come on.
I got chat GBT there.
Commodore versus the Gamecocks.
Gamecocks.
South Carolina it is.
Miss Jess.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Put it up there in a minute.
Uh-oh, Uncle Dave's going for Vandy. So is Jan.
Oh.
Look, I don't know what Uncle Dave is implying by this. I'm not a cat, but Webster is a pretty good name for a cat. I do have to admit.
He's a good tenor.
Cheddar's in heaven over here. All right, Daniel. How many, is that all of them, or we got?
That is all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done with the 2-minute drill.
So that is
Okay.
the 2-minute drill, folks. Now,
Long 2 minutes.
That's a drum corps 2 minutes, which is like 15.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Okay.
I hate to disappoint. I do not have one of Jason's hometown headwear videos queued up here for our halftime performance so that we can all cry like we did last week with his Sarah McLaughlin thing. However, I do have this.
Linda, listen, Linda.
Linda, listen, Linda. You need to book the cruise. February 2027. It's a Valentine's cruise. We're sailing out of Miami on the 14th of February. And Denise is going to be there. And I'm going to be there. And the other Scott and Zach's going to be there. So book it. Yes, book it. Emily?
When in doubt, hit the Scotty J button.
Amen.
It's as simple as that. Have y'all seen the defam edit of that? Because that's my favorite.
I have not seen that one. I'm going to have to find that one.
It's beautiful. After what Ron, because it's so very Ron. When Scotty's going through, Denise is going to be there, and Scott's going to be there, and Zach's going to be there, and then all of a sudden you hear, and the Fam Adventures is going to be there. with Ron overlaying it, and I'm like, that is fantastic. You can always count on Ron. And now, Jan, do not get upset. That is one of the big games, and we save the big games for the end of the show.
Yes.
And
We don't know who's going to win that one, though.
Scott, I don't know what you're saying thanks for, but you're welcome. You're 100% welcome. All right, so third quarter time. Am I screaming?
Yes.
Jess says I'm screaming. Jason,
That's okay. You're just talking with the teacher's voice. Mel calls it my instructor voice because I project. Because you want everyone that's in the back corner of the room who's not paying attention and messing around on their phone to know that I'm talking about them.
Yeah, he's making my ears hurt.
My apologies. Teacher Zach came home 2 hours later than normal today, so he's still in teacher mode. So we've got in the third quarter injuries. There any injuries or news coming out from any particular team that you guys have seen that is noteworthy or notable?
Missouri's QB, Sam's out for the season because of his leg. Like right at the, what was it, right at the beginning of the game or middle of the game when he went down and they thought it was just an ankle injury and it turned out to be nope. It's gone.
I thought he went down week 1 and they're like, nope, you're done. So they had to get the freshman back up to play that entire game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty much. And they were, I think it was before he went into the hospital, they thought it was just a slight injury. But then when they actually went in is when they're like, oh, yeah, no, it's worse than we thought.
There were a couple of season-ending injuries already. Luckily, not to any of the hugely named players as far as Heisman contendership is concerned. But
Yeah.
man, a lot of teams' fortunes have definitely been changed by what's going on with the injury bug. A lot of running backs already down. Uh,
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at it. Yeah, you got what? Jay Hines from Clemson. He's got
yes,
the quad strain, post ACL recovery. You've got Damari Alston from Auburn with a shoulder injury.
Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Sorry.
Camry Moulton from Iowa. And I think those are the main running backs. And then we got a couple of wide receivers. They got what? John Tay Cook from Syracuse with a minor leg injury. Antonio Jordan from Arkansas with an ankle sprain. He's out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Go Dogs.
We were just talking about the Hawaii QB. Oh man, I forgot about that. Mike has got a foot injury, and he's going to be a game time decision on whether or not he's playing or not.
Oh, we all
maybe
picked Hawaii.
everybody picked Hawaii too, but
I know, right? Well, I should have looked at the damn injury report before.
It should be before that.
should be before we do the 2-minute drill. That takes the fun out of it, like you said. So,
But you got
Portland
two.
State.
I'm glad we actually did not pick Vandy because you got two. You got the tight end Cole Spencer and Junior Sherrill, wide receiver, who are both questionable for the game for Vanderbilt as well. And then we got what? Bryson Bonds, defensive back, knee injury, out for the season. I guess he was probably one of the ones that you were talking about. And then Brian Baldwin on Indiana as well. Wow, both DBs
Yep.
have got. He's not injured, but he's day to day. I guess they said he might be back for week 2.
So, and then that brings us to coaches on the hot seat. This is, I hate to say it. I really hate to say it because it's people's jobs. But for whatever reason, this has always been fascinating to me to hear like the arguments for and against a coach being able to stay or, leaving, or who's in, who's out. There is, in my opinion, again, everybody has one. I don't think there is a hotter seat in the country right now than Billy Napier at Florida.
That's my number one thing I've got here for notes because after they lost, I was like, I need to see where this is going.
Because they have ridden with Billy Napier through a lot over the last couple of years, but I feel like that USF loss, we may be looking back at that as the straw that broke.
From what I was reading, his job is probably the most precarious of anyone prior kind of being on that verge of.
And I don't think he's ever been a good coach at Florida, but I have a personal vendetta against Florida. But just looking at their past few
don't
seasons,
we all?
Yeah, fair.
Most people do. Either you love Florida or you hate Florida.
I don't think Billy Napier is a good head coach. I think he's one of the ones that are kind of the outliers of the. Are you really in the SEC? Are you still coaching the SEC? You think like, oh, who's coaching Florida? And then you look at the head coach and you're like, makes sense.
I feel like the only team in the SEC where you can be a head coach and be okay if you lose is Vandy. I truly feel like you're safe at Vandy as long as you win a couple here and there. Nobody expects you to contend at Vandy in the SEC ever. So everybody else views themselves as a history program, and they need to be, X, Y, and Z and all this stuff. But I don't think there's a seat hotter. Like, I think he is on a level of his own. Like, there are hot seats, and then there's Billy Napier above everybody else. Like, looking at some of the records of these teams and what they were supposed to do and where they are, it's really hard after 2 weeks to judge anything just yet. I would have said Kalen DeBoer. Truthfully, I would have, except everything that we've heard coming out of that week one loss from the players and from the way that the team showed up against ULM, I think he's fine, because I was afraid that maybe he'd lost the locker room, but it's just the opposite. But it's hard to say. I mean, I'll tell you a coach I'm not super impressed with yet, and that's Sharon Moore at Michigan.
Is he back at coaching? I thought he was suspended until like week 7.
He got to coach the first 2 games at the very least, because they were able to work his suspension to where he could at least coach those, because those were 2 big games coming out of the gate for Michigan. But they did so much damage control to try to limit the finger pointing at him to keep him safe, and of not having anything to do with the scandal as much as possible. But he hadn't shown me anything worthy of them doing that for the guy. I mean, mind you, again, he's got a true freshman quarterback that he's rolling out there. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's the new Ryan Day, because everybody crapped on Ryan Day forever until they won their national title, and now you don't hear Ryan Day's name being tossed in the mud anymore. But I don't know. That's my feelings. What about you guys?
Well, first, let me welcome in Vicky from my channel. So, welcome in, Vicky, Foodie's Vacations.
Hey, Miss Vicky.
We have to talk to you manually because for whatever reason my comments are not showing up in Zach's control box. So I would say one that I've seen, and again, like you said, it's hard to judge, but Brent Pry from Virginia Tech, after his big blowout loss from Vandy, I'm seeing rumor mills that he is kind of being looked at with the microscope now as well. It's like, you got beat so bad. Where are we going from here? I mean, you can only go up, but
that did 100% remind me of one more. Sorry for jumping in, Daniel, if you had one, but my boy is on the hot seat, and I praised him last week. I told y'all I love him to death, but I think Mike Gundy is done at Oklahoma State. I think that butt whooping that they just took, I think it's done. I don't think he's done as a coach, but I think his time there is over, and he's going to have to move along.
Yeah, I was going to say, doing some research, I kind of saw a lot of reports indicating he might be the first of the season to be the one that's like, all right, go somewhere else now. Try.
Part of me feels like as long as he's been there, he's earned the right to finish the season at the very least, just because he brought that program back into relevance after a long time of it not being relevant. But I don't know. You see that more in the NFL than you do in college football, because it's all about the turnaround there more so than anything else.
Right.
Daniel, Mr. Paul has a question for you.
No, he's unfortunately occupied tonight.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I also did have one coach. I think UCLA's head coach is off to a pretty rough spot in his standing as a coach.
And that's that's the former NFL player, right? Is that
I think he actually played at UCLA too.
Is it Keyshawn Foster? I'm blanking
let me look it up real quick,
because I know it's a former NFL player. Deshaun Foster. Okay, got the last name right. All right. Oh, look, Eric says Gundy needs to be done ASAP. Yeah, I mean, more than likely. He'll find his way elsewhere. All righty, folks. We're in the fourth quarter.
Paul, for the record, the reason why you see me sideways in the morning is technically I'm working my real job, and I just pop into the morning quickie and go live together as comic relief.
He's so busy he could join 2 morning shows. All right, so I tested this before the show, and it worked. So let me pull it up. because as we enter the big games in the fourth quarter, this is where the games mean business. And let me show you what happened with the playing field this past week.
How far back I am.
So this is where we currently stand. I have made it to about midfield. Ryan is still out of the end zone, which
At
is
least I'm
good.
not in the end zone.
And
Let's say,
and
at least I'm not in the end zone.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
have a safety to give you guys yet, at the very least.
and DeFam has made a move. So for those that want to run down, here's what happened with our picks this past week. All three of us went with SMU. All three of us said some potassium things about SMU. Okay. All three of us went with Ole Miss. That was a win. All three of us went with Oregon. That was a win.
Wow, was that a win?
Yeah, we all knocked that one out of the park. Okay, so Michigan, Oklahoma State, or Michigan, Oklahoma. DeFam was split and went to rock, paper, scissors. And who won rock, paper, scissors?
This guy.
Daniel did. So DeFam took Oklahoma. And then Ryan and Mel were split on this. And Ryan, who won rock, paper, scissors?
She won rock, paper, scissors. Peer pressure. I blame Ron.
And so PK Adventure Travels took who?
Michigan.
Michigan. So at the end of Saturday night, DeFam and yours truly went 3-1, and Brian Parker Studios went 2-2. But hey, not a losing record.
At least it's not a losing record.
You still gained yardage. You gained 10.
Back to where I started the game.
There you
Since
go.
I
You
was
gained 10.
1-3 last week.
So and then what? DeFam and myself, we gained 25 yards. So money moves. Let's get to the big games for this week. And Ron did provide the nice little graphics here. So
Are we going to use them this week?
Yes,
Like we did last week?
I'm going to pull it up here. This is game one. You've got the Texas A&M Aggies and the 12th man versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Daniel, take it away.
Well, let's go to. They kind of put it on me. So let me start us off hot. I think Texas A&M will pull it off. I think A&M will truly do it. I really do think. I don't think Notre Dame's quarterback can handle that defense of Texas A&M. Even though they're in whatever Notre Dame calls their stadium, I still think A&M will pull it out.
All right. Ryan and Mel?
This is where I'm going to have to disagree because Notre Dame does have the home field advantage. But on top of that, statistically, the Aggies are 0-13 against ranked opponents when they're away since 2014. So I'm going to say the Fighting Irish take it at home.
That tells you the power of the 12th man there when they are at home. All right, Jess, who are we taking?
We're taking Notre Dame because.
Great answer. Great answer.
All right, because there's
No.
there's
home.
our reason. Okay, next game up, you've got a big showdown in the ACC, folks. You've got the Clemson Tigers coming off a loss to LSU and a pretty pitiful showing against Troy, against the 2-0 Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Jess, who we going with?
Tech.
Ryan and Mel?
Man, I'm really torn on this one.
I'll let you pick because
The reason why is Clemson's won the last 9 matchups against Tech. But Clemson, as we have seen, is starting off the season a little rough.
you want to rock paper scissor it.
No, I think because we've seen Tech before, and I think they got a pretty solid. I think I'm going to go with Tech. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Tech
Wow.
as well.
Okay. All right, you gonna keep.
We'll see.
Daniel.
I'm gonna go with Tech as well.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Which means Clemson's going to win.
Clemson's going to win.
Yep.
That's exactly what that means. All right, folks, here we go. Who would have thunk? But this is a huge game.
Holy crap! Tell me about it.
The Miami Hurricanes versus the USF Go Bulls
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna
weekend.
Yeah.
So we started. Ryan and Mel, y'all get to start with this one.
Man, this one out of all of the games, this is the one that has me scratching my head the most.
So let me pick them.
Because as you were saying, Zach, USF they're doing well. They are no joke this season. But watching Miami, I know you don't like Miami, but watching them and seeing Cam interacting with Miami's offense, I mean, they're really starting to click as well. So this is a tough one. I'll leave it to you. Who are you picking?
Well, you know who the quarterback is, and so.
So you want to follow your quarterback squeeze?
Know.
Come on, I'll let you decide.
Hold up before you decide.
Okay.
Cam Ward is no longer at Miami. I think you said that. I think you said Cam Ward was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, they know very well who the quarterback is, though. Excuse me, Mel knows very well who the quarterback is.
I'm gonna go USF.
Oh man, she's going USF. She's gonna go with them being a no joke.
That's who I'm thinking.
If USF wins this game, USF better be in the top 5 in the AP poll, because nobody will have 3 stronger wins to start this season. Okay, Jess?
USF. Because I know exactly where the school is.
We've driven by it several times.
It's about 30 minutes from us.
All right, Daniel, you're looking pretty proud over there.
I said the name wrong. Yeah, Carson Beck.
Who you taking? Whoa! Of course, gross.
I think this will be USF's one and only loss this entire season. This is their last game that is super strong for the season. Whether they're going to go 11-1 or they're going to go 12-0.
All right, and of course, we saved the biggest and best game for last, for making sure that Jan stayed with us. But here we go, folks. The Georgia Bulldogs.
That is the wrong one.
Well, you know which one?
It very much is, but leave it to Ron. Okay. The Georgia Bulldogs head to Neyland and take on the Tennessee Volunteers at Rocky Top. Daniel, who you got?
Dad is going to kill me for saying this.
Well, he should have been here for the show. Is all
Correct.
I got.
You get to make the pick.
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
Oh.
Woo! And Daniel's grounded, but yay! Look, Jan's still here. So we made Jan and Paul both in the chat. Let it have it. All right, Ryan, Mel, think we know where y'all are on this.
Georgia.
All right, Jess, what are we picking?
Oh, no.
Not surprised there. Got to go with the hearts. Got to cheer for Chad's team. Tennessee.
Look, it's even on his homework.
Move it the other way.
Tennessee.
Lift it a bit. There it is.
Well, this one's definitely going to be an interesting matchup because we got a couple of odds and ends throughout some of these games here.
You got that right. This will make This will make some very, very, very interesting weekend on Saturday for all of us. So, again, tonight, great show. We did very much miss Ron, as much as anybody can miss Ron. So, he ain't here to defend himself.
Yeah.
So,
We already said that, that's what he gets for not showing up to his own show.
Correct. So before we get out of here, let's give you guys some time to highlight your channel and what you got going on. So Ryan and Mel, y'all can go first.
You can talk this time. I
Oh,
talked
okay.
last time.
So we're PK Adventure Travels. We like to do RVing, cruising, road trips, and whatever else we can find entertaining. We have a weekly show that's on Thursday at 7 to 8 o'clock. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
This is Peachy. She's our traveling bug.
And then we have a second channel that I've started up, which is Ryan Parker Studios, which is where we're broadcasting this show from, which was my old personal channel, but we've kind of turned it into a variety channel, foodie channel. So I've got a new episode dropping now. We do every 2 weeks on that channel. It's going to be a meatloaf recipe. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have a fish tank live stream of our fish tank, the cichlids. Just kind of peaceful, lo-fi music for zenning out and connecting in the chat. And then we've got this show.
Yeah.
So that is us in a nutshell.
All right, Daniel, your turn.
Hold up, I got put on the spot here. Wow, he just threw me into this. So, DeFam Adventures has a weekly live show, and the other third that is sitting down there on her phone, probably watching Facebook. And then the other third will be here Monday at 7 o'clock Central Time, and then obviously it's this show on Thursdays at 7 Central Time as well. What else do we have planned? I'm not sure what else we have planned.
All right, and then the Coker Culture family.
Do not put me on the spot.
I'm not going to make you talk. Don't worry. You have done good tonight. You have done very good. So I will take us home.
We're the female comic relief.
Correct. Yeah, the true eye candy of the show.
Keep you in check.
That too. We have vlogs Monday and Thursday evenings. We put them out at 5:30 both nights. We have the Nerd Herd every Sunday at 7 p.m. God's time here in the East. And then this week, I do want to say I had our first ever members only live scheduled for Saturday night. We have had to reschedule that for this coming Monday night at 7 o'clock. So think of our members only as an intro to the fam.
You know we got a cruise to pack for, right?
We've got a lot to do. But we had something come up that is pretty awesome that we're going to get to go do Saturday and bring to you guys in vlog form next week. So stay tuned. And there's Mama, the fam, making sure to put the young Padawan in his place over there, that she is doing work. But all right, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you'll tune in next week to see how well we do on our picks and more trash talk. And go raid Scott now for Thirsty Thursday trivia.
Yes.
So good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Night.